Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Tuesday, January 19th, 2021, We are in the final hour of the trading day and the final hour, and the first day of the trading week. Sorry, I got mixed up there. Yeah, final hour of the trading day, and we're finishing up the first day of the trading week. The last hour of the day is my favorite time to make the majority of my buying and selling decisions for my swing trades. And I say this because during the day, you have the algorithms and the day traders. They are the ones that are in control of the price. I just consider it noise. At the end of the day, the large financial institutions come in, they're dealing with the most money, very smart people, best technology, best information. And in that last hour, and in particular, the last few minutes of the day, they really go to work, and the size that they're dealing with moves the market because they take control away from the day traders and the algorithms. So in the long run, I think it is an edge to make your buying and selling decisions for your swing trades right there near the end of the day. So thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. I always look forward to seeing everyone. I hope everyone had a nice long weekend, got some rest, had some fun, maybe studied some charts. That's what I did. And so yes, thank you for coming. And I hope the time that you spend here is paying off and that you're learning some valuable concepts about trading and investing. So currently, the Dow Jones is up 128 points, up 0.42%. The Nasdaq's up a whopping 197.77%. 198. Call it 199 points, up 1.53%, and the S&P is up 32 points, up 0.88%. So nice green across the board, having a great day. So here's the plan for today. First of all, we're going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back. We're going to take a look at my current positions, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, how I'm going to manage the trade going forward. I've also had 1, 2, 3, 4 day trades today, all profitable. So I will be showing you those. After that, we're going to go over to the board and take a look at your trades. I see a lot of green over there. So that will be fun to go over and see how everyone's doing with their current trades. After that, I'm going to talk a little bit about trader psychology, most important skill that you can learn in trading. I say that phrase every day, but I really do mean it. It's the most important skill you can learn. There's a skill in learning how to trade and identifying support, resistance levels, entries, exits, all that kind of stuff. But that's child's play compared to being able to have the discipline to follow your plan, because you have fear and greed. It gets all worked in there and clouds judgment. And so if you are finding yourself having a hard time following your trade, you need to work on that. You need to develop that skill. And hopefully with the little trader psychology section that I talk about each day, hopefully that will help you. After that, I have gone down through my watch list. I have gone down through the results of Kamal Scanner. I do have 3 requirements before I look to enter any trade. First requirement, I need to have a confluence or a combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Number 2, I need to have a good risk to reward ratio based upon strong and valid support below me compared to strong and likely resistance above me. So if I'm willing to risk $100 on a trade, I want to be able to make 200 or more to make it worthwhile to take. And then number 3, always take a minute, take a deep breath, think to yourself, do I really need this new trade? Do I really need it? Do I already have some technology stocks if it's a technology entry? Do I already have, some healthcare stocks if you're looking at a healthcare? Try to spread your trades around. Don't get too correlated in any one position. Also, take a moment, think to yourself, how much account heat do I have? How much of my account is at risk at any one time? Even if they're in completely non-correlated positions, it does not matter. Anytime you have a trade on, it can go against you. Even if you're long and short, your longs can go down and your shorts can go up. It happens. It's happened to me. Trust me. So always take a few minutes and consider how much account heat you have, how many positions you have, how correlated they are, and then always adjust for the volatility of the market. Volatility has picked up, and therefore theoretically your share size should go down. So I've identified some possible end of day candidates. As we get closer to the close, I will be going through them, and I will try to narrow down the very, very best trade at the end of the day based upon the 3 requirements that I just mentioned. And if I find one, I will purchase it at the end of the day, right before the close. After the market closes, if anybody has any questions, please let me know. If you have any stock symbols that you would like me to look at and give you my opinion on, I'm happy to do so. Just put them in the live stream, put an emoji by it, and I will do my best to get to it before the close of the day. And then lastly, if you have any new positions for me today, excuse me, if you have any new positions and new entries or exits of your current positions are up on the board, if you could please wait till the end of the day so that I'm done trading, market's closed, and then I can fully concentrate on trading and teaching. And then when the market's closed, I can fully concentrate on getting your positions updated on the board. Okay, so that's the plan for today. So if you could hang tight, I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer, and I'll be back in about 40 seconds. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right, well, let's take a look and see who is here today. Lova is here. Good to see you, Lova. Steve Burns, always an honor, privilege to have you here, Steve. I mean that. I really do. And I know everyone else feels the same way. So thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Hope you and Holly and the dogs had a good weekend. Steve says, hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back, Steve. Welcome back, all of us. Gary says, hello, Greg and Group. Hey, buddy. Steve says, Baba has a 520 EMA cross today. Oh, good. Thank you for pointing that out. So I will put that, let me just put this on the list real quick. Why I think that was just my third profit target on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was. Yes, it was. Sweet. 3 profit targets on Facebook today. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Thanks for that, Steve. And we'll take a look at Baba for sure. Dan is here. Hi, Dan. Good to see you. Kamal is here. Hey, buddy. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for the results of your scanner today, as always. Steve says, my Facebook trade worked out this time so far. It absolutely has, and we're going to take a look at Facebook in a sec. Johnson says, hello, everyone. Hi, Greg. Hey, Johnson. Good to see you, bud. Johan. Hey, good to see you, Johan. Steve says, KMX chart is incredible. Whoa. Wow. Look at that. Holy smokes. Frank says, hello, a little connection trouble, but hello to Greg and group. Thanks, Frank. Hope you get that taken care of. I don't know if it's on my end or your end. Dave is here. Hi, Greg and group. Hello, bud. Alan C is here. Hello, Alan. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Wow, CarMax is unreal. That is unreal. All right, well, let's get to it. Speaking of Facebook, looks like we were all in Facebook. Steve was in at 251.69. Johnson was in. Dan, Morgs, Pat, Jatin, Quad, and myself. We did buy Facebook back here on Friday at 251.61, It's 261.77. It's up 4.13% today, which is outstanding. I have hit 3 profit targets today. It gapped over my first one, but still 3 profit targets, which is really good. Really nice move. Real quick, I wanted to mention this. This was a correlation, a combination of indicators, an under 30, over 30, and an under the 200, over the 200. So, I have different rules for under 30, over 30 compared to an under 200, over 200. So I always kind of have to just decide myself which one am I going to use. I like the 200 better than the 30, so I will use under 200, over 200 rules. I also did sell puts, which is a bullish position, down to 345. On the weekly, the 340, is that right? No, that's not right. Where did I guess I could look at my screen. 180s. Why did I must have just mixed it up. 180 is where I sold my puts. So those are doing nicely as well. Yeah, the $180 strike price lined up nicely with the 50-month and the -1 ATR channel. Also, the $180 price lined up with the 200 week above and the 250 below. So anyway, all those positions are doing well on Facebook because they're all bullish positions. SPY. Okay. Any of you are new, I do buy the SPY every day at the close of the day. I hold it overnight. I take the overnight risk. I sell it first thing the next morning at the open. Dan and Jatin was in here as well. I bought at 375.70, sold this morning at 378.24. So a nice overnight trade. I will be buying that again at the close. Oil, I did buy oil here at 30.97. It's currently 35.79. I am up 13.38%. I did buy it on the monthly chart 2 months ago with an under 30, over 30, under the negative third ATR channel, over the negative third, and a V2. So this has been a really nice long-term trade. Alibaba, I also have a bullish position on Alibaba. I did sell $130 puts when it was lower. Pays nice, pays about 4.5% annualized return, have tons of protection. The $130 mark lined up nicely with below the 6th ATR channel on the monthly, has the 3rd monthly ATR channel below it. So all in all good, all in all it's doing really well. And as Steve said, there is a 520 cross today, which does backtest well. So we'll have to take a look at that at the end of the day. VIX. All right, let me show you day trades first. Had some nice day trades on VIX, or one, I should say. Here we go, 5-minute bars. Here we have a low, here we have a higher low rejection of the 200 and a V1. I bought here at 1668, had a big up bar here. I sold half at 1680. I sold a half of a half when we had a close below the previous day's low at 1676. And then the last quarter I sold for a little bit of a loss down here at 1664. But all in all, this is why I like to take profits on big up bars. So all in all, still a profitable trade in at 1668, 1676, 1680, and then only a quarter at 1664. So that was VIX. And then I also have a swing trade on VIX along with Quad Pat Gary. We bought here 1667 V1, rejection of the -1 ATR channel. Had a big move up on Friday. We all sold half, luckily, because it rejected the 50 RSI, which is a bad sign, and good thing we did. Still positive on the trade for all of us, even though the last half we have is slightly underwater. UAL, all right. I don't trade UAL to the short side. I don't know if I ever have. Well, let me show you this. So tell you what got me interested in this trade this morning. Here we have a big down bar, larger than 1 ATR, big down bar. We rallied back to halfway. You know, when we have big bars and we rally back to halfway, I like to look for a shorting situation, and I found it, I think 10 minutes into the open. So again, on the daily, it was halfway at the big down bar. I went ahead, shorted this when we had a rejection of the 100 moving average on the 5 minute. I shorted it here at 44.73. My stop would have been a close back above the 100 for a small loss. Didn't do much, and then boom. So I shorted at 44.73. I covered half at 44.24, and then I covered the second half when we broke down to a new range. So 44.73 shorted, covered 44.24, covered 43.98. So that was a pretty sweet trade. And I don't think anyone else is in United Continental. All right. Second to last, Apple. Had a trade here on Apple. This is a very good example. As a matter of fact, it's kind of why I took the trade, because I wanted to show it on the podcast. Here's a nice example of a double bottom with a bullish divergence. See this move down here? See how deep the red bars are? Then we rallied, we got some green, then we came back down, tested this low, and the red bars are not very deep, indicating that the momentum, even though we're lower, was not as strong here, with the implication being that we might be going back up. So I waited for an entry signal. I bought this V2. It's technically a little bit of a higher low V2. I didn't buy it intrabar. I waited till the end of the bar. I felt like it was a little chasey. I got it 127.28, went up, then came back down, tested my stop perfectly, bounced perfectly, came back up. Once it got into the profit on this big bar, I sold half at 127.49. Then this bar came down, lost the 50 RSI, so I sold the other half at a bit of a loss, 127.18. So I bought at 127.28, sold at 127.49 for a gain, sold half of that 127.18 for a loss, held my stop, kept moving up. We had the big bar up here. I took profits here at 127.65, and then the eighth of the position I had left with the close underneath. So bought at 127.28, lost 10 cents here, but then sold 127.49, 127.53, and 127.65. So really good trade there on Apple. And while we're on Apple, let's take a look here. We have Jatin and we have Frank. Frank is in from 111. Jatin is in from 123. It's 127.91. So nice trade there, gentlemen. And then lastly, I did have a trade on Coca-Cola. I'm looking at Coca-Cola as a possible end of day entry, and that's why. So I know I'm going through this pretty quick, but again, here we have a double bottom. See the bottom with deep MACD bars? Here we have a lower low than over here with little MACD bars. So I didn't have a clear entry, but so I waited for a higher low V1 or V2. It happened here. I bought at 48.36. We had a big up bar. I sold half. We rejected the 50-day moving average. I sold another half right about at the same price, and then it came back to my entry point. So the last quarter was break even. So 48.36, got out of half at 48.45, the other half roughly 48.45, and the other at break even. So all profitable trades today, really good. It always feels good when that happens. Okay. And I think that's it. So great day today, very green. Facebook, fantastic. Good overnight SPY trade, good oil. Bob is doing great. VIX down a little bit, but glad I sold half on Friday, and then the day trades were fantastic. David is here. Hello, David. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, I already said hello, David. Who cares? We'll say hello twice. Alan C. Hello. Kamal says, Steve, I see your KMX and raise you INSG. Uh-oh. It's a stock off. Ava. Hey, Ava. Good to see you. How are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. All right. Well, let's get, let's see. I don't see a poem from Frank yet, so let's get on and take a look at current positions. Oh, just as soon as I said that, just as soon. Let me paste this in here. Oh, come on now. All right, let's read Frank's poem. Can a trader win every time? Not unless it's a nursery rhyme. But you do need to win more than you lose, whatever road to trading you choose. There will always be some paying of dues. Boy, that's the truth. How good is that, everybody? Let's read it again. Can a trader win every time? Not unless it's a nursery rhyme. But you do need to win more than you lose, whatever road to trading you choose. There will always be some paying of dues. Fantastic. There's so many different ways to trade, everyone. There's a strategy out there with your name on it, a strategy that fits your personality. Just because someone trades a different approach than you doesn't mean theirs is better, doesn't mean yours is better. You just have to find something, an approach that's sustainable for you and makes sense for your risk tolerance and your time frame and your personality. Thank you so much, Frank. That's fantastic. Okay, let's take a look over here now on the Qs. Who's in the Qs? Frank is in the Qs back here, 284.60. It's 316.64. Up beautifully on the day, up beautifully on the trade. Congratulations, Frank. Solly, wow, Ramble, Ron. Look at this, everybody. Ramble bought it SOLY at $9 even. It's 10.17. I'm not good with math. Good thing I have my little cheaty thing right here. Up 11.7%. Way to go, Ramble. Ramble's been on kind of a tear lately. Uber, Kamal. Way to go, Kamal. Kamal bought Uber at 55.53 intraday. It's 56.41. Very nice trade. I imagine this was an intraday trade, so I imagine Kamal is going to roll this into a swing trade. Let me know if I'm incorrect on that, Kamal. Tesla, Jatin bought Tesla at 639.90. It is currently 838.66. It's up 1.52% today. Jatin sold half last Friday. So up on the day, up on the trade. Verizon, okay. So Frank bought a half a position in Verizon on Thursday at 57.06. It's currently 57.10. So it is still up on the trade, but it is slightly down on the day. HYLN, Bob bought HYLN at 15.77. It's 16.74, up 1.89%. Congratulations, Bob. Bob's been on a tear also. ALGN, this is Jatin. Jatin bought way back here at, I think, yeah, way back here at 441. He sold half at 521.90. He sold another half at 550. It's 561.15. It's down a little bit today, but he's up monster on the trade. Beyond Meat, Johan, buddy. Look at this trade from Johan. Under 30, over 30, under the negative third. V2, Johan took it at 120.50. It's 142.36. Johan is up 15.31%. Congrats. Eli Lilly, wow. Gary and Yas bought Eli Lilly back here with this nice return to value at 166.14. Look at this monster run. Gary is out of 3/4. I think Yas still may have his full position, but entry to current price. Keely. Sorry, everybody. What do you hear, girl? Hey. Shh. It's okay, babe. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry. The soothing sounds of Keely in the background, but great trade, Gary and Yas. Fastly, Johnson and Johan bought Fastly. Keely, hun. Johnson and Johan bought 86.80, up 9.23% just today. This is up 10.11% roughly. Shopify. Oh, good, Kamal. I'm glad to see that it had gone back positive for you. Kamal bought this intraday on Friday at 11.60. It's 11.74.50. So nice trade there, Kamal. PLTR. David bought PLTR at 24.06. Ooh. We had a 520 cross. Is anyone else in this? No, I think David bought this down here at 24.06. I think this 26.14 was someone else. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt there, Dave. Up 4.6% today, and if I'm correct on this entry price for David, it means he's up 10.51%. Unbelievable. Fantastic. TTCF. Johan bought TTCF at 24.78. It's 24.80. So it's still in the money by 2 cents, but it is down 1.82% today. AMC. Bob. Look at this trade, everybody, with the Bob trade at 210. It's 301. It's up 28.18% just today, up 30% on the trade. Wow. Let's give a hand to Bob for sniffing out this trade. Holy hamburgers. Google. Okay. We have Gary sold put credit spreads expiring January 29th, so it expires in 10 days. 1640, 1630s at 1796. As long as this price stays above 1640, Gary keeps all the money, and it's looking pretty good. Teladoc. Frank bought Teladoc back here at 182. It's 231.15, up 2.62%, and up nicely on the trade. 21.36%. I would say that's nicely. PSNL. Johnson, wow, $35 on PSNL, up 11.21%. Johnson looks like is up 28.19%, and I put 1/4 here, so I think maybe you sold a quarter or you had a quarter left here. Not sure, but I know you have some left, so that's the main thing. Love. Johan and Yasir bought Southwest Airlines 46.71, had a nice run up, then we had a big down day on Friday, up a little bit today, up today, and still up on the trade. NIO, great trade from Frank at 46.16. Wow. Down here with this higher low V1. Okay, big, huge move. Gary is also long from $58 because he got put the stock. So that I'm a little confused on that trade. Maybe Gary can give me all the specifics. But nice trade. Facebook, we already talked about. ZM. Johan and Johnson bought ZM at 356.90. It's 395.12, up 2.76%. And up 9.72 on the trade. PSNL. Oh, we already talked about that one. I had that one twice. Sorry. Fiverr. Not so good here. Jathan bought Fiverr at 230. Had a huge move up. It's down 10% today, but Jathan is still in the money. He sold half, luckily, on Friday. Thank goodness. Right? Lightened up his position, so he missed out on a lot of damage here. Still has some, but he mitigated the loss by selling, and that was a bearish bar for sure. And lastly is INAQ. Frank bought INAQ at 1590 at 1770. up 10.5%. A lot of 10.5 percenters I've noticed. Pat is here. Hey, Pat. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you had a really nice weekend. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well with your trading. Pat's a recent student of mine. We just finished up the course, and it was a pleasure to work with Pat for sure. All right, so let me take a look here. Current positions. All right, Facebook. We're all doing great on Facebook. 3 profit targets. Doing really well. Fantastic. SPY. Nice overnight SPY trade. Oil. Doing really well. Alibaba. Doing great. For Johnson. Oh, Johnson bought at 235.20. Okay. And it does have a 520 cross today, so this is something I'll be looking at the end of the day. VIX. VIX is the only down one today. Good thing we sold half on Friday. And then Coca-Cola is one that I'm looking at today. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay. Gary says, I sold puts on NIO that expired in the money. Instead of closing the position, I ended up buying the stock at 59 less the premium, so the cost is 58. Oh, okay. Makes sense. All right. So, I like to go through Facebook. I like to go through Twitter and find some good sayings about, trader psychology, good trading words of wisdom, maybe some helpful, suggestions about trading, how people handle things. When I saw this post here, I was really impressed because there's, 2 big names here. There's Peter Brandt. He's at Peter L. Brandt. And there's Jack Schwager, of course, at Jack Schwager. Jack Schwager wrote all the Market Wizard books, some of my favorite books out there. Really enjoyed his last one, Unknown Market Wizards. And Peter Brandt is one of his interviewees in Unknown Market Wizards. So if you haven't listened to Unknown Market Wizards or read the book, I would really suggest it. Peter Brandt had some really good tips on his trading. Kamal and I kind of, I think Kamal, right? Peter was the one with the on the Fridays getting rid of the losing positions. But let's take a look and see here. Jack says trading is so much about keeping the downside small. The psychological impact of large drawdowns is not worth the upside. Daljit Dalewal, and I think he was also interviewed in the book. But this is so true. You have financial capital and you have mental capital. And I mean, I can tell you from experience. I trade some accounts, for some other people, some large accounts, and they always get on me that I don't trade enough. I do the day trading in those accounts, and they always get on me that I'm not trading anywhere near large enough. And I try to explain to them, I'm like, look, it's not just about the money. It's about me being comfortable with the position size and the gains and the losses so I can let the process of the trade play out. They literally forced me to increase the position size, and I still made money, but I was very uncomfortable. I was stressed out, and to be honest with you, I made money, but I did not make as much money as I did with the smaller amounts. Figure that, right? So I traded way more than I was used to, and I made less money with more stress, more anxiety, because I did not like how those gains and losses felt. I had not acclimated to those gains and losses. Yes, you can go up in your trading, but you should do it incrementally so that you get acclimated to it. But, Peter says great observation, and it totally is. Trading is so much about keeping the downside small. The psychological impact of large drawdowns is not worth the upside. If you get a large drawdown, if you get punched in the face, metaphorically speaking, in trading, it can take you a while to recover psychologically. And again, I traded way more money than I was used to. I made less with a lot more stress, went back to the levels that I'm comfortable with. It's been great. It's been great. So two things. Unknown Market Wizards, great book. You should listen to it or read it. Follow Jack at Jack Schwager on Twitter, and also Peter Brandt. Great trader. He also has, I believe he has a service called The Factor. But if you check out Peter Brandt on Twitter, I'm sure it's on his Twitter page there. So anyway, thanks, Peter. Thanks, Jack. Thanks for the great interview, Peter. And thanks for all the great books, Jack. And thank you for this great saying, because it's important. Let's keep in mind, right? We protect ourselves from psychological, protect ourselves psychologically from large drawdowns. It's not worth the upside. Okay. Ava says, WIX, nice reversal off 200 SMA. Higher volume would be nice. Well, let's take a look. Yeah, it's a nice rejection of the 200 with a V1. You have a bit of a double bottom of bullish divergence. I wouldn't say this qualifies, though, because the depth of these bars here, these should be less than half of these, and these seem like they're 5/8 or 3/4. Now, let's take a look. I got a message here. 256 for Tim. Tim is a student of mine. Good to have you on here, bud. And Tim got in at, he bought it this morning. He did not buy it on Friday. So he got in at 256, which, if my math is correct, 261.17 is higher than 256. So Tim looks like he's in the money there as well. Good to see that, Tim. Okay, let's go back to Wix. And let's look at some... Oh boy, what happened? Well, my charts just crashed, everybody. Gosh dang it. Hang tight. Hang tight, hang tight. When this happens, we usually look at Katie. Sorry, everybody. Yep, they just crashed. The podcast is still okay, but it's going to take a minute to get this back up and going. Darn. Come on, baby. Pull on through. Everybody cross their fingers, please. Okay, looks promising. Looks promising. Not out of the woods yet. Whoo! Okay. All right, now let's see if we can take a look at wicks one more time. Okay. Yeah, false breakout to the downside. From here, V1. We came from a lower low, which doesn't mean it can't go up for a long time. I don't know. Let's look at the weekly. We have the big down bar there, Ava, on the weekly. See the big down bar? Just like on my UAL short today. You know, I mean, if I was looking to short this, I would wait for it to get up to about 253.40, which is still, you know, 4 points above, but then I would look for a short on the daily. I mean, it's okay. It's a false breakout to the downside. It's a V1. You're right. There's not a lot of volume. There was more volume to the downside. I don't know. My spidey sense is a little concerned about it. CRM. Yep, false breakout to the downside with the nice V2. False breakout from this low here. It is rejecting the -1 ATR channel above Kamal. Let's look at the weekly. It's not really at any support on the weekly. I mean, it's close to the 50 EMA. MACD is positive. It's not bad. It is not bad for sure. So let me put this down here on the not bad section. Okay, Johan, net. Yeah, it's a higher low V2. MACD's close to positive. We're above the moving averages. Let's look at the weekly. We're at the second ATR channel. It's a little bit extended. Red green on the bars. Yeah, it's a higher low V2. It's pretty good. Upwork. Well, it's a nice bullish engulfing bar. It's a V1. Unfortunately, we didn't have any sideways motion here, Johnson. We were above the value zone. We just came into the value zone one day and bounced. I mean, this is a nice bar. It's a V1. It's a bullish engulfing bar. MACD is positive. It's already at a 60 RSI, and you're already at the 1 ATR channel, which concerns me a little bit. All right, let me take care of a little business over here. Just a little business. Sweet. That was easy. All right, let's look at some potentials today. Here is Coca-Cola. Kind of interesting. We've basically bounced at the 200-day moving average. We also went under the 30 RSI, closed over the 30 RSI. It's a pretty good sign. I don't like that Coca-Cola is down on an up day. Let's look at the weekly. On the weekly, we're hanging on to this 50-week moving average on the week, but it's downward sloping. There's a lot of supply came in here. A lot of supply came in for sure. You know, a bounce is not out of the question. I don't like it as much as I did earlier. TSN. Oh, no. You know what happened, everybody? When my computer crashed, it took all the all the ones I went through already. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, I wrote a bunch of them down. So Coca-Cola is a potential. Google has a 520 crossover. It has a nice V2, but it's extended. VRTX, nice bullish engulfing bar, but I don't think the risk to reward makes sense. STMP, nice higher low V2, but it's only traded 165,000 shares, so that's off the table for me. Philip Morris, not bad. False breakout to the downside with a nice V2. So Philip Morris is a possibility. So Coca-Cola is a possibility. Philip Morris is a possibility. CRM is also a possibility. Let me do some math. I was looking at gold earlier for a possible close back above the 200, but it doesn't look like it's happening. And as Steve pointed out, 520 crossover here on Alibaba. That does backtest well. It looks like it's possibly closing above the 200-day moving average. MACD is green, so Alibaba looks pretty good as well. So let's take a look on the weekly on Alibaba, see what it looks like. Not bad. I think I'm going to pass on Alibaba, not because I don't think it's a good setup. It's just that as you know, I sold puts on Alibaba already down to, what is it, 130? Yeah, 130. So if I take another long position, it'll just be doubling my exposure. So, you know, the 520 cross, good cross, all of that. But I already have a bullish position because I sold puts on Alibaba. So for me, I'm going to let Alibaba go. So we have Coca-Cola. Let's see what the intraday looks like. Google's too extended. Veritex too extended. I like stamps.com, but there's not enough volume. Philip Morris. Definitely off of its highs. I'm going to go with Coca-Cola. To be honest with you, I think I'm going to go with Coke. All in all. Plus, I don't have any stocks like Coke, you know, those kind of consumer stocks. All right, so that is my choice on the day. Also, Baba is really good. Again, I'm just not taking it because I already have a position, a completely correlated position in that I already own Baba with puts, by the way. Steve's long Baba. Okay, with 520 cross. I will update there after we close. Ava says KO shows below 200. Yeah, Ava, that's because your charts on TOS are not adjusting for dividends. Mine adjusts for dividends. That's why we have the discrepancy between your chart and my chart. We just talked about this with Leva the other day, but yeah, yours is showing below 200 because you are not adjusting for dividends in your chart. And there is a setting in there. I've done it with a bunch of my students, but I've never seen it work. But, you know, go off of the charts you have. Just because mine show above and yours shows below, don't think that, you know, one's better than the other. I do think that more professional traders look at dividend adjusted stocks. But if you can't, then that's fine. Twitter. Give me 1 second. Dog situation. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. She always waits right till the close, right about. Okay, let's look at Twitter. I spent a lot of time looking at Twitter. I studied it all weekend because I was looking at selling some puts. I decided against it. You know, it's okay. It's a V1. It's a false breakout to the downside in a V1, which is good. Although you have the 100 right above, you have the negative third Keltner channel right above. Me personally, I don't think I would buy it for that reason. But it is a valid V1. It is a valid false breakout to the downside over here, Johan, for sure. And it's a good risk to reward. It's just I don't like the negative third Keltner channel and the 100 above it as resistance. That's what I don't like. Baba's doing well into the close. Jackson's here. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Better late than never, my friend. Johnson wants to look at PDD. It's a nice return to value V2, Johnson. The only thing, it has this gap here. See the gap? I don't take a V2 if there's a gap larger than a quarter ATR. So me personally, I would not take this trade because of this gap right here. Gaps tend to get filled. They don't have to, but they tend to. All right, so Facebook's doing really, really well. I am going to be buying SPY at the close. Oil doing well. VIX not so hot tamale. Good thing we sold half on Friday. Alibaba making a new high on the day. Congratulations, Steve. Where'd Steve buy? 250.29. Oh, sweet. Kamal is buying CRM. Okay. Yep. That is definitely looks like a Kamal trade with the 200 below, which is sweet. ITB. Little high for me, Jatin. Little high. Right here at this 1 ATR channel. And up against this resistance over here. Now, Coca-Cola has to close above 30 RSI in order for me to buy this. So it is a little close. If it doesn't, I will just pass. But I think it's going to close above. We'll see. Baba making a new high, roaring into the close. Nice, Steve. Let me just make sure I have my end-of-day order to buy SPY. Yes, I do. About 3 minutes to go. Just watching this Coca-Cola, the RSI level over here. $45 seconds to go. All right, I'm buying Coke right here. Fifteen seconds. And done. Done. Wow, what a day, huh? What a fantastic day. Holy smokes. All right. Let's see where I got filled on all this good stuff. SPY. I got filled at 378.65. Coca-Cola, I got filled at 48.52. So those are my two new positions, the ongoing overnight SPY trade. So we're going to switch this around here. And got filled at 378.65 for the new overnight SPY. And Coca-Cola, oops. $48.52. All right, there we go. All right, so current positions, Facebook, nice day, overnight SPY, new position, oil, up 1.16%, Alibaba, I have the puts on there, and then Coca-Cola, I entered it at 48.52. So if you have any positions, any new entries or exits for me to update on the board, this is the time to do it. Just go ahead, put it in the live stream. Just real quick, before I get to that, I just want to remind everybody that I do teach private lessons in the evening time via Skype. I have a 15-hour course. I teach you everything I've learned in my trading career in the last 25 years. I teach you everything that I've learned from all of my mentors and coaches. It's a great course. I know you're going to be a better trader when you get done. You know, the one-on-one attention is important if you're going to learn something correctly, and that's why I do these courses one-on-one. The cost is $1,000. I think it's worth every penny. I think it's worth a lot more than that, but the price is going up to $1,750 on February 16th. I haven't raised prices in 2 years, and I have so many students that I'm running out of time. So hope you'll understand why I had to raise the price. There's only one of me, unless somebody wants to pitch in and teach lessons for me. So, but if you do book your lesson before February 16th, obviously I'll honor the $1,000 price. Okay. So all you have to do is send me an email. Email's in the description of this video. You can send me a message on Twitter. And what I like to do, if you do contact me, I'll reply and say, how's it going? Let's set up a Skype call. It's free. It's just for me to learn a little bit more about you and your trading and your goals. And then it's a good time for you to ask me any questions about the course. And then when we're done with the call, obviously you can think about it. And if you want to, schedule the course with me, you can just email me back, and then we'll get it scheduled. Okay. Oh, and also, if you wouldn't mind, if you could hit the thumbs up button, I would really appreciate that. If you like today's podcast, if you find the channel helpful, if you found something today helpful, I would appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button before you click on out of here. Okay. Oh boy, we have a lot of positions. All right. So let's put. Okay, so we've got multiple positions here we have lots of multiple positions on Alibaba. Okay, so let's put Steve here. Steve with the 520 EMA cross. You remember at the beginning of the show, I said, take a few minutes. Do I really need this trade? Think about how many positions you have, how many correlated positions you have. Well, that's exactly what I did on Alibaba. I wanted to take it. It looks good, but I wanted to be a little cautious because I already have Alibaba. It's not that there's anything wrong with the trade, but I just think it's a good example that I can show you that yes, it is a good trade, but I already have it. So that's why I passed. Okay. Good luck on that, Steve. Already in the money nicely. Yas is in Twitter. And Facebook. Okay, I'm just going to put your name there. I'll have to clean these up a little later. Yes is in Pfizer. Oh, that's interesting. I've been looking at Pfizer also. I was thinking about buying some calls on Pfizer because of just this, the sideways motion we've been having. Volatility's pretty low. And I expect this thing to move strong one way or the other eventually. All right, yes. Kamal's in CRM. Okay. Good luck with that, Kamal. Hope that one goes up like a rocket ship for you, bud. Chatson's already in Facebook, right? Yeah, okay. Exited half of Fiverr today. Okay, so that leaves you a quarter. ITB. $58.01. Okay, Frank, you're out of Verizon then? At flat? Good. Flat's a good spot. And you're also in CRM. Frank, 1.25 position. 10-4, roger that, buddy. All right, where is Southwest Airlines? Okay. Okay, Johan is out of Southwest. I haven't seen Yasir for a minute, so I'm going to assume he is not in that position, and I'm going to take it off the board. TTCF, basically flat on that one. I like flat trades. I'm most impressed with flat trades. NET. And Twitter. Okay. Kamal is in CRM. Didn't I already put him in? Yes. Twitter, I already took you off of that, Kamal. Yep. And Uber. I think I already have that on here. Where did Uber go? Okay. Oh, yeah, I do have you already. Okay, good. There we go. Tim says, excellent course. Oh, thank you, Tim. Appreciate that, bud. You are an excellent student. Tim says, learned a lot. I'm glad to hear that. You are a great student, my friend. We need to do that follow-up call. Johan says, damn, Kamal, got out as I got in. Uh-oh. AMC sold 2/3. What a trade, Bob. Man, look at this. All right, so I'm going to put here, Bob sold 2/3. What a trade, up 31.33% just today. Kamal says, Johan, Twitter, I was out in the morning at 45. It's a good setup. I don't like the 100 SMA above. Johan says, true. The 100 SMA doesn't look great. Let me see if I can find it so we can see what we're talking about here. Yeah, the 100 above. True, the 100 today doesn't look great, like you and Greg said. Under 30, over 30, I'll be jumping out if it goes back under. Jan says, the funda of a follow-up post, the strong rally, irrespective of the direction, is highly underrated in the market sphere. Constantly hunting us killed the funda. Just a thought. What's a funda, Jatin? Gary says, hope you have a good day, everyone, on your hike. Thanks, Gary. Appreciate that. Nice trading, by the way, Gary. Gary's had some just great trades. His put spreads, writing up Eli Lilly, all sorts of good stuff. Just some really good trades here. Really good trades here. Let's see what's happening after hours. Alibaba's up 38 cents. The Dow Jones is down 29. Facebook's up another $1.26. That's good. IWM's down 46 cents. Coca-Cola's down 2 cents. Boo. The Qs are up 47 cents. Oh, we have earnings today. I think we have Netflix, everybody. I think we have Netflix. Netflix will consider buyback as it returns to positive cash flow. So let's see what Netflix is doing after hours. Oh, it's up 10.5%, everyone. That'll do it. Wow. No wonder the Qs are up so much. Wow. What's the SPY doing? Down 14 cents. Boo. What's the VIX doing? Up 8 cents. All right. Oh, fundamentals. Gotcha, chatting. Okay. The fundamentals of a follow-up post, the strong rally, irrespective of direction, is highly underrated in the market sphere. Constantly hunting us kill that fundamentals. Just a thought. Good thought. Thank you. Gary says, thanks, Greg. I've been making all-time highs every day. Hope it continues. I hope it does too, buddy. I hope it does too. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Okay. Well, listen. I'm going to head out of here, go for my hike. Please go out, try to do something nice for at least one human today. Please try to go out and do something nice for one animal today. It'll make their day, both the animal and the human, and it will make you feel good as well. And if we could all do that every day, the world would be a lot better place. Right? Wouldn't you agree? I would. You know, if we could all do it, it would just be a better place. So let's let it start with us. All right. Johan says, way to go, Gary. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Thank you, Jatin. And yeah, thanks for everybody for coming today. I really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing everyone. I'm going to go for a little hike and take little Keely with me. She's fun. It's just a blast to have this little dog here with me. She's such a sweet little soul. Johan says, thanks, Greg, and everyone. Have a great day. Lovis says, have a great hike. Thank you for your help. You are welcome, everybody. Have a good day. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday, during the last hour of the market. Take care and good trading, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and Forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.